dear students. This is a part 2 in the living world in the 11th standard, diversity in the living world. In the previous chapter, we have learned in this same lesson. Here, you're going to learn about diversity in the living world. The number and type of organisms present on Earth refers to biodiversity. It means the wide variety of fauna and flora which is present on the Earth we called as the biodiversity. So here the number of species described as now, which is the 1.7 to 1.8 millions, which are described. But on the earth, according to Robert May, it could be 7 millions, it will be there. So here, this much of vast diversity, how can you find, how can you notice, and how can you identify these organisms? Further, taxonomy is a branch of science that deals with the identification, classification, and nomenclature of the organisms. Taxonomy is a branch of science that deals with the study of identification and classification and nomenclature of the organisms. Because of these are 1.7 millions of species are there, so not number. How can you find these all the things? For that, systematics. The word Latin systema, systematics means arrangement, deals with the evolutionary relationship between organisms, how they are evolved, one-to-one contact. This all the things we'll discuss in the systematics. Systematics. So here, see the Systema Natura, that is the one of the book which is written by the Linnaeus. Carolus Linnaeus, called as the father of taxonomy. This book they have given as a Systema Naturae. This is the book which written by the Carolus Linnaeus. In this book, they have given how to identify and characterization and identification of the species and classification nomenclature. Here is the basic process of taxonomy. First, have to characterization, then have to identify which is belongs to which class, like that is a classification and nomenclature. Last one is the naming of the organism. Here is the basic process of taxonomy. First process is the characterization. Here is the understanding of characters of organisms such as the external and internal features, structure of cell, development process, and ecological information. All the things you have to understand. Then only have to give the identification. So here the basic process in that first second one is it is the correct description of the organism so that the naming is possible. If you are given characters properly, then we can give the proper name to the organism. For that, next, classification. It is a grouping of organisms into the convenient categories. Taxa, category taxa. Taxa is the plural, taxon is the singular. Based on their characters, we can classify the organism. Here is the nomenclature. It is a standardized of names of organisms which that organism is known by the same name all over the world. To avoid confusion, give a different names. Here given as the mango. I am Mangifera indica. This is the biological name of mango. Apis indica, honeybee. Like that, to all over the world, no one should confuse. They have a unique naming system. This is given by the Corollas Linnaeus. Diversity in the living world in that the system of naming with the two components. Every organism name have a how many components? Two components. That's the reason we are given a name is the binomial nomenclature. Binomial, two names. It is proposed by Linnaeus, Carolus Linnaeus, who called as a father of modern taxonomy or the taxonomy. Here, botanical names are based on the rules in International Code for botanical nomenclature. That's the ICBN will look over the giving names of the plants. In the same way, for the plants, ICBN, for the animals, ICZN. These are zoological names are based on the zoological names, which are the animal names. International code for zoological nomenclature ICZN. Here, Mangifera indica mango, Panthera tigris tiger. Got it? Here, universal rules are there for the binomial nomenclature. Here, Mangifera indica they have given while writing first two components we told right. First component is the genus or the generic name. Second component is the species or the species special epithet. Scientific name are the Latin, they're Latinized and written as italic. When you write handwritten, they are underlined separately. The first word is the genus or generic name. Second is the species or the specific epithet. Right? Genus name starts with the capital and species starts with the small letter. If other name there no, that abbreviate form have to write the after species with the dot. Mangifera indica, genus name is a Mangifera, species name is the Indica, Linn. That's the author. Linnaeus name is the author name they have given. Now taxonomic categories. Taxa means like a group. Here is the kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. Classification involves the hierarchy of the steps in which the each step representing a taxonomic category or the rank. Simply can say category means rank. Here is I should follow the hierarchy, right? It's a proper order. All categories together constitute a taxonomic hierarchy. Each category represents a unit of classification. Here is a group of organisms occupy a particular category called as a taxon. For example, class Mammalia. That is one of the taxon. Amphibians, one taxon. Reptiles, one taxon. Right? Next, here categories say taxonomic categories in taxon, kingdom, phylum for the plants and division for the phylum for the animals, division for the plants. Next one is a class, order, family, genus, species. Here given as a kingdom Animalia, phylum if it is a Chordata, class Mammalia, order Primata. This is a human classification, right? Family Hominidae, genus Homo, species Sapiens. This is a taxonomic hierarchy in a ascending order. Species is the smallest unit of classification. Species name was given by the John Ray, right? Now here is the it is a group of we are talking about the species. It is a group of closely related organisms capable of interbreeding among themselves and produce the fertile offsprings. That's called as the species. It is the lowest category, right? The species which are living in the particular area, they can freely interbreed, they can produce fertile offsprings. Here, common name and generic name and specific epithet. Mango, Mangifera indica, potato, Solanum tuberosum, nightshades, Solanum nigrum, tomato, Solanum lycopersicum, brinjal, Solanum melangina, lion, Panthera leo, tiger, Panthera tigris, leopard, Panthera pordus. Panthera pordus is a leopard. Here, modern human Homo sapiens. These are the species and genus name. Here is the see here. It is the aggregate genus. You're talking about the genus. It's the aggregate closely related species together as a genus. Genus Solanum is there, Panthera is there, Felis is there. So here in the same genus, potato, tomato, brinjal is there. Tuberosum, Lycopessicum, and Melangina. These all are the under comes the one genus Solanum. In the same way, genus Panthera, it has a Pantherolio will be there, and Podus is there, Tigris there. Means lion, leopard, tiger, all under comes the genus Panthera. Genus Felis. Here is a house cat, Felis domesticus, and jungle cat, Felis chaos. These two undercomes the one genus. Means what no? It is the aggregates of closely related species called as genus. Now we'll go for the family. It is a group of related genera. Family Solanaceae, Solanum and Petunia, Datura. These all undercomes the Solanaceae. Genus Panthera and genus Felis undercomes the Felidae. Right? Now order. The assembling of related families together as an order. Family Convolvulaceae and Solanaceae undercomes the Polymonelis. And the order Carnivora in the animals Felidae and Canidae undercomes the one order. And go for the class. It is the assembled of closely related orders as a class. Class Dicotyledonine. That's order Polymonelis and Sapendalis together as a one class. Primata and Carnivora undercomes the class mammals in the animal. Phylum for the animals we told right, and this is for the plants. Now here it is the assemblies of related classes as a phylum, and plants they are using the particular division. Division angiospermia, that's a class dicotyledonine and the monocotyledon comes the angiospermae. And chorita, amphibia, reptile, apes, mammals, all under comes the phylum chorita. So here is the next kingdom. This is the highest one. These all phyla are divisions together the kingdom. It is the highest category. What is the smallest category? Species, right? Angiospermae and gymnosperm comes the plantae kingdom, and chorita and arthropoda undercomes the animalia, right? Here is the kingdom animalia, all animals, phylum chorita. They have given the taxon category of examples. Species Tigris and genus Panthera, Feridae or family Carnivora and class Mammalia and Chordata and Animalia. So here while you are coming from species to Animalia, similarities will be decreased and difference will be increased. While you are moving down Animalia to species, difference will decrease and similarities will be increased. Right? See here organisms with their taxonomic categories and common name man Homo sapiens. Here is a Hominidae. Hominidae is the family of the human, and Primata is the order, class is the Mammalia, and phylum is the Chordata. Whereas the Musca domestica, housefly, Muscidae is the family, Diptera is the order, and insect is the class, Arthropoda is the phylum. Whereas the plant example, Mangifera indica is the mango. Yes, here is the Anacardiaceae is the family, and Sapindalis is the order, and class is the Dicotyledonea, and phylum is the Angiospermae. Wheat, Triticum vulgare and Triticum aestivum both are there. Triticum is the genus, Poaceae is the family, Polis is the order,